Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. Yeah, and it's cold again. Last night was in the 40s, and all like the next 5 days, the evening temperatures are still supposed to be in the 40s. I don't get it. Winter just is not letting go this year. It is just hanging on forever. So anyway, sorry about the close-up. Last thing you want to see is my face that close-up. I am getting ready. I'm busy today. So unfortunately I gotta go out in this cold, and not only is it cold, it's rainy too, off and on, not solid rain. But still enough that my hair is gonna look like a fur ball, and my feet are gonna be cold and wet, so I'm gonna have to like not wear flip-flops, which really depresses me. Anyway, my plans. I'm leaving this morning. I gotta go to the auto parts store to pick up an air filter for my husband's Jeep. Then I'm going to the farmer's market to get some fresh vegetables and fruit. I know I got some at Costco, but there's some additional stuff that I like to pick up at market. And I want to get my meat some more meat at market. I like getting my beef there. This one particular farmer, if you're from this area, he's located in the York, New Salem area of Pennsylvania. The stand that I go to is at the New Eastern Market. And it's Twin Pines is the name of the farm, and they do the grass-fed beef, no hormones, no steroids, and their beef tastes fabulous. So tonight, my mom and stepdad's wedding anniversary was Sunday, and it was 40 years. So I'm going to get some filet mignon steaks today, enough for my husband and I and my mom and my stepdad and my grandmother, who lives, her place is attached to my parents, and I told her she has to make everything else for the meal, but we'll come up and I'll make the filet mignon because she has never made them before. So that's the plan for today. Market, the auto parts store, and then I have a friend picking me up. This eyeshadow just does not want to go on. It's like super hard to get out of here, and I don't understand. It's Clinique brand. I have a friend picking me up at 11 o'clock. When I had my surgery, I'm on Facebook, and I'm friends with a ton of people that I went to high school with. And some of them I still keep in contact with. We still do stuff together. But anyway, the one girl I literally have not seen probably since graduation, because I don't remember her coming to any of our class reunions. But she reached out to me, because of course I kept people updated on Facebook as regards to my surgery and the cancer and that stuff. So when I come home from the hospital, she wanted to bring me a meal. Well, it was several days after the surgery when she contacted me, and at that point I had so much food lined up. I mean, this was like a Wednesday that she had contacted me, I'm going to guess, and I had people lined up bringing food through Saturday at that point. I'm like, you know what? I have enough food. I should be fine to cook by then. Let's do lunch. So that's what we're doing. We are going to lunch today. We're going to a place called Mi Caldero. So obviously Mexican, which is one of my favorites. So yeah, I'm excited. So I get to spend time with someone. And the weird thing was, we made this arrangement, and then one of my first trips out of the house, my husband took me to Target to pick up a few things. And the reason he took me and I didn't go by myself was because I don't know if I was permitted to drive or not, but I still couldn't walk long distances. So he was like dropping me off at the door, so we wouldn't have to walk parking lots and stuff. But I ran into her at Target. Okay, you don't see somebody for, how long have I been out of school? This year will be 29 years. And then you run into her at Target. So, yeah, that was weird. Anyway, that's my plan. So I'm going to finish getting ready, and then I'm out the door for the auto parts store and farmer's market. So I gotta take in here and show you what this dog is doing. I made my bed. First he rooted under the pillow sham, then he came out from under it and decided he's gonna turn my pillow sham into his bed. He is so rotten. You are a spoiled puppy. Yes, you are. What am I going to do with you? You're spoiled. You think you own the place. That is not a dog bed. Oh, but you're just so darn cute. I can't take you off of it. Go ahead, smash my pillow. Yeah, whatever. So I didn't eat breakfast at home this morning, so now I'm being bad again. At Market, I got a cinnamon stick. For those of you that aren't familiar with what these are, some people call them dough dodgers. I don't know that I know any other names. It's pie dough. Usually there's much smaller. I've already eaten half of this. That's how long it was. But anyway, normally it's leftover pie dough. When you're making a pie, then you butter this and put cinnamon sugar in it and roll it up and bake it in the oven. But at Market, you can get these that are like full size. Like it isn't the leftover dough, it's just dough. So yeah, this is breakfast. My intention was to eat yogurt before I left, and look, I'm bad. But that's okay. Life's good. It's Friday. Celebrate. Okay, I'm back from Market and the auto parts store, and I also made a stop at the seafood store. So I'll do just a quick haul. I didn't get a whole lot since I just did a big Costco run this week, so I'll show you what I bought. So from the seafood store, this is just a little bit over 2 pounds of cod. And then from Market, I got 2 boxes of strawberries, a red pepper, and a green pepper. These will be for when friends come over on Sunday. I'm making a spiced pork loin in the oven with baby red potatoes and peppers and onions. So these are my peppers, and then back here are my baby red potatoes. And when we go to friend's house on Saturday night, I'm in charge of dessert, so I'm making a cannoli dip, and strawberries are one of the things that I'm using to dip it in, and then I'm also using chocolate and regular graham crackers. My cauliflower is going to be for my layered salad for Sunday's dinner. Plums for Mike's lunch. The cinnamon bread you've probably seen in previous hauls. I use half of this at a time and make French toast for Mike and I on the weekends. The iceberg lettuce is for my layered salad, as well as the tomatoes. This is a roast I bought. I'm going to pop in the freezer. And you already seen the other half of this in the car. This is one of the cinnamon sticks, and I eat the other one. And then this is my filet mignon. I actually ended up with 7 instead of 5 because 2 on the top here are pretty small. So this was the most expensive thing I bought. So I have a total of 7 fillets here for tonight's dinner. So that's it. That's my Market haul. I'm going to get all this stuff put away, and then it's off to lunch with my girlfriend. Hey, so I had a fabulous lunch with my friend that I haven't seen in like 20-some years. We went to a place called Mi Caldero, which I assumed was going to be Mexican, but it wasn't. It was actually Puerto Rican. And I have to say, I really enjoyed it. If you haven't tried authentic Puerto Rican food, it has all the levels of flavor without all the heat and spice like Mexican does. So I really enjoyed it. I would definitely go back. So all in all, it's been a pretty good day so far, other than the weather. So now it's just about 2:30. My husband will get off work at 2:30 on Fridays, like always. And then we're going to my parents' house for dinner, so we're going to have to leave at 3:30. So he's probably leaving work any minute, and until he gets home, yeah, I'm covered up in a blanket, because again, it's like 50 degrees outside, and I'm even in a sweater, but it's like, it's damp, and it's almost like I'm chilled to the bone. I think I'm just going to like lay here and cuddle up with YouTube until he gets home and it's time for us to leave again. And even the boy isn't getting up today. He's like, nope, I go outside and pee for 1 minute and then I'm back in the house on the chair. So yeah, this is our life, at least for the next hour. Good morning. It's Saturday morning and it's like yucky out again. Last night was dinner with my parents where I made filet mignon. It turned out very, very good, except I could have had my steaks done a little less. We like our steaks medium rare, and they were more like barely medium. So I did cook them a little too long, but that's okay. They were super tender, and the taste was fabulous. Let me turn this down. So again, it's early Saturday morning. It's like 5 after 7, and I'm going out with no makeup on this morning. I got to run to the grocery store. Like I said earlier, we're having dinner at some friend's house tonight, and I'm in charge of dessert. So I'm making a cannoli dip, so I got to go get the ingredients that I need for that so I can make the dip this morning so it has a chance to be in the refrigerator all day to set up. So Mike and the dog are still in bed, and I'm going to the store and coming back and making some bacon and French toast for breakfast. So I'll be back. Two random mallards sitting in the parking lot of the shopping plaza. I don't know where their females are, but the males are here. Well, the other bonus of going to the grocery store at this hour in the morning is there was no one around. I literally walked almost every aisle, pretty fast. I should say maybe half the store, half the aisle. 3 bags of groceries, $61.60 later, and I only have been gone a half hour. I pulled out of where we live at 7:05. It's now 7:36, and now the grocery store is only 2 miles away from where I live. But still, yeah. Maybe I should just get my butt out of bed early every morning instead of having snuggle time with my dog and enjoying my tea. And no, I'd rather have snuggle time with my dog than come to the grocery store. So that's it. I'm done at the grocery store. I have everything I need for the weekend, with the exception of we'll probably have to buy beer for Sunday. And you can't buy that at our grocery stores here in Pennsylvania because we have the oldest, most outdated, ridiculous liquor laws in the nation. So that's it. I'm going home to make some breakfast and make my dip for. Okay, so at the store I bought some yogurt for the week. Nothing exciting there. Everything else, well, not everything, most of the stuff's for my dip. I got some just normal eggs just to do some hard-boiled eggs for my salad and for my French toast this morning. The ricotta and the mascarpone is for my cannoli dip, as well as some of the heavy whipping cream. The cheddar cheese is for my layered salad, but I also bought a block of Munster cheese to snack on this week. The graham crackers are for my cannoli dip tonight, so is the chocolate chips. And the olives are just my husband's favorite olives in the world, and he finished up a jar this week, so I had to replace it. These little suckers are expensive. $7.50 for 1 jar of olives, 10 ounces. Ugh. But he's worth it. He works hard for me. So that's it. Now I'm going to make, alright, 1 pound of Costco bacon headed for the oven. Okay, so I told you yesterday when I was at Market that I buy the cinnamon toast bread at Market for my French toast. So this is half of the loaf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this gives us 8 pieces of French toast. So again, enough for Mike and I. And then the other half I already sliced, put in a freezer bag, and that's in the freezer for another morning for French toast. So again, it's expensive. It's $6.50 for 1 loaf, but when you break it down, it's $3.25 for 2 different breakfasts for the bread, and you can't compare it to buying a loaf of white bread at the store and making French toast with it. It's just not the same. This stuff here just is nice and dense with some flavor on the inside and outside. It's just yummy. So Mike's turkey bacon is frying. My real bacon is in the oven. And now I'm going to start making the French toast. Okay, so in my bowl I have 8 eggs. I'm going to add to that some whipping cream. Again, I don't measure, I'm sorry. And some vanilla extract. And I'm just going to whisk this up till it's completely combined. And I won't bore you with that. Okay, so to make the French toast, you're just going to place the bread in the egg mixture just for a few seconds on each side. Drain, and right on to the hot griddle. So I'm going to keep doing this. Hopefully I can get all 8 of these on here. Alright, right up. All right, we're just going to let that cook for a good 5 minutes or more on each side or till it's nice and crusty brown. All right, so I just flipped them, so that's what you're looking for, a nice firm crust on the outside, and we'll let these go for 5 more minutes on the underside. Are you hungry? No bacon. You're pitiful. Well, breakfast was fabulous, but of course, it always leaves a mess in its wake. So now I get to deal with all this mess, plus make my dip for tonight, plus make my salad for tomorrow that needs to sit, and, of course, the laundry is never done. Okay, time to make the cannoli dip. So right now I am mixing the heavy whipping cream until I get some stiff peaks. And then in the meantime, I'm going to assemble the rest of the parts of the dip. If I can get the camera to sit still. Ricotta cheese that I've strained and squeezed the paper towel to make sure all the moisture is out. And then an 8-ounce container of mascarpone. And we're just going to mix that till it's combined. Of powdered sugar. Thank God, that's noisy as heck. Alright, so about have all my powdered sugar mixed up in here. Alright, now we're going to get the whipping cream. Which half of it gets stuck in the half of this in. I'm just going to fold it gently. Get another spatula here. Mix the rest of the whipping cream in. All I did was beat that until it was nice and stiff, like with topping. Fold that in. I think that looks good. Now we're going to add half a cup of mini semi-sweet chocolate chips. And again, just fold gently to combine it. And that'll be your cannoli dip. Now I'm going to go ahead and refrigerate this, and then when we leave tonight I'll put it in a nice pretty bowl, sprinkle some chocolate chips on the top, and we will use fresh strawberries and plain and chocolate graham crackers to dip in this. And of course I have to taste. Just like the filling in a cannoli. Perfect. Try this. Okay, here's the dip all in a nice pretty dish. And then when it's time to go, I'll arrange my graham crackers and my strawberries on here. And there's dessert for this evening. Okay, time to start assembling. I have some iceberg lettuce. I'm going to season that with some salt and pepper. I'm going to add a handful of organic romaine lettuce. Season that with some salt and pepper. Now I'm going to add 8 hard-boiled eggs. And then a little over half a pound of bacon. Yes, this is my bacon left from breakfast. And I have 4 chopped up tomatoes. Like my hands. And then here's the cheese I was shredding. So I have a pound of cheddar. Might not get all this in here. And then about 2 cups of peas. Now somehow I'm supposed to put dressing on this. I should have used a bigger bowl. I've got peas flying. Oh lordy. Alright, so that's a layered salad. But again, I'm supposed to be able to make a dressing and put on here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I got to think about this one.
You guys going to be guinea pigs tonight?
Yeah, she was telling me about it. Some kind of sweet white stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
Now, you guys do like spice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a steak heart and spicy shrimp.
You should have brought one of your pills down.
Well, I took 2 today, so
Okay.
it should be.
What do you have to
What
take
do you
like
take?
that?
Well, I just started taking them today, and they seem to work pretty well. What is it I took?
It's made by Care One. It's like a gas sack.
Now, because I'm doing, it'll take a little while because I'm doing
Yeah, you
a
threw
lot.
a ton of them on there.
I don't want any veggies. I'm good.
It's
I want the bread.
your decision, Brent.
I'm doing the carb thing and cheese.
Eat your veggies.
This is coming from the guy who I have to force to eat a salad.
Sounds like somebody
I don't eat salad all the time.
Big different when it's cooked. They're doing okay. Getting back on the heat.
Look you. And this is so cool. This way I can remember what to do. Well, that was a super fun night. I guess you've seen how we cooked our appetizers. It was style of cooking called raclette. It was really, really good. And then we had a full meal besides all those appetizers that we cooked. We played cards. So all in all, it was a great evening with friends. So it's Saturday night, like after midnight. I'm exhausted. I'm going to wash my feet. We're going to bed, and we're going to do it all again tomorrow with me cooking a whole dinner with another set of friends. These weekends with nothing but friends, family, and food wear me out. So anyway, I'm getting ready for bed. See you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday morning, and of course I'm up in the kitchen already because that's pretty much my life. So making breakfast for Mike. Got some hash brown for him, sausage, and do the eggs soon. This is the pork loin for dinner. I mentioned in the previous video I cut the whole loin, like a third of it for a roast, the rest in chops. Well, since we're having company, closer to a half of it is going to be a roast for today. And I'm going to slice the rest of this up for pork chops and get it in the freezer. So I'll keep you posted, but you know I'm going to spend most of the day in the kitchen. That's what I do. So Mike's breakfast is ready. Mine's still cooking. And of course I have another mess. Spoiled puppy. You're so spoiled. Yes. Okay. Pulled my roast out of the oven, my pork roast. And besides all the herbs I put on it, I also put a can of Red's Wicked Ale on it, which is a hard cider. So there's what it looks like now. And I'm soaking these red potatoes. If they're like larger in size, I mean this isn't a big potato, but it's big for a baby red, I'm going to cut it in half. The little ones I'll just put in whole, and we're going to roast those now along with the meat. And I'm going to add some onion and pepper as well. I'll show you what it looks like when it's all in the pan. Alright, I diced up half a green pepper, but it was a huge green pepper, so that's why I only put half in. And just a quarter of an onion, just enough for flavor. And that's it. So everything's going to roast together now for probably the next 2 to 3 hours. Again, I like to do my meat nice and low and slow. So I'm just going to stir my potatoes and onions around a little bit to get some of that juice on the potatoes. And back in the oven it goes. Hey everyone, so our friends just left. Dinner was fabulous. We had a great time catching up. Haven't seen them in a few weeks. They're our best friends we've had. At least I've had since junior high. So, again, just had a fabulous Sunday. So it's 10 to 7, Dave's going home. We're just going to relax the rest of the night. I did talk Mike into hanging the rest of my stuff up, though, in the dining room that I was bugging him about before. So that kind of was more, it meant more when I was still working for the airline.
but it's still a nice picture that I really like to look at. So that's it. I'll just gonna relax the rest of the night. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.